We often view our solo sex lives as entirely separate from partnered sex, but the biology of arousal suggests these two experiences are deeply intertwined. When orgasms lose their intensity or become less frequent, we tend to look for external culprits. We point to relationship stress, partner dynamics, or the natural physiological decline that comes with getting older. This data represents a study of over 500 sexually active adults over 50. Researchers tracked how private habits correlated with bedroom experiences, looking for a specific connection. Does how a person handles their own pleasure dictate their physical response during partnered sex? The findings suggest that solo sex functions as a continuous conditioning loop for your central nervous system. Every private session acts as a rehearsal, programming the specific neurological patterns that your body will rely on when you are with a partner. This conditioning loop often begins with how we first discovered masturbation. For many, it was a rushed process, something done in private, with a constant focus on not getting caught. This high-pressure environment trains the nervous system to prioritize speed and mechanical friction above all else. Over time, the body learns to reach a climax by disconnecting from broader physical sensations, focusing instead on a very narrow, task-oriented type of stimulation. This neural pathway, highlighted here, becomes more efficient every time it's used. Eventually, this rushing habit becomes the body's default setting for all sexual arousal, even when the pressure to hurry is gone. In the male data, researchers noted that men who masturbated more frequently often reported more difficulty reaching an orgasm during partnered sex. This flowchart clarifies the timing. Men struggling with a partner often rely on masturbation as a response, but data identified a specific inhibitor: shame. Men harboring negative beliefs had the lowest orgasm quality, proving mindset interferes more than the act itself. While it's true that nerve sensitivity naturally decreases as men age, researchers noted this is a standard physiological shift. The study indicates that while age-related changes occur, the presence of psychological shame and performance pressure has a far more significant impact on the actual quality of a partnered orgasm. The findings for women were a complete departure. For them, the frequency of solo sex had no measurable impact on how satisfied they felt with a partner. Instead of frequency, the data highlights a quality metric. As this line spikes upward, it moves in parallel with partnered satisfaction. Women reporting the best partnered sex had solo sessions that were emotionally rich, mindful, and full-bodied, prioritizing deep connection over mechanical results. There was a direct correlation in the data. A rich, intentional solo practice predicted significantly better and more intense orgasms with a partner. This suggests that for the female nervous system, the quality of the training determines the outcome. A positive, connected solo experience creates a blueprint for better partnered results. To improve the quality of your orgasms, you have to intervene in the conditioning loop. You have to actively retrain how your nervous system processes pleasure. Start by slowing down the process to let arousal build without pressure. Simultaneously, address any underlying guilt or shame to ensure your brain feels the psychological safety it needs to respond fully. Be present by removing digital distractions or mechanical habits. Focus on the depth of the sensation and the quality of the experience, rather than the frequency or the speed of the finish. This protocol transforms a routine habit back into an intentional practice, rewiring your body's arousal patterns for peak response. If your orgasms feel disconnected, the solution might not involve looking for what's wrong with your partner. The blueprint for a better sex life starts in isolation. Your body is always learning and will eventually perform exactly what you have repeatedly practiced.